Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So we are live on my YouTube channel here, and we are going to spectate Fallen Order versus Royal Elite. So I'm just gonna check where I can find this game. This game is going to start a little later for me than the official stream. Please head over to the official stream if you want to watch the game live. However, we are going to be watching through the servers here, and I believe it should be called CML, and we have CML Division A. It's a divisional A, so this is the A or B. Not so sure what we're looking at. However, we are here at the thing, but we'll just be waiting until we can actually continue the stream. So I'm just going to be muting, and then we'll get back into it as soon as the game starts. Other than that, I'll just be having some small talk on this part of waiting. We have the international actually running at this very moment, and I am keen to watch a few of these games after work today. So currently it is 7:32 in Namibia and South Africa. So we are going to be enjoying this game here in the afternoon. So we have a game for the 4th. And these are recent games. However, I believe that the game should be live when the game is actually live, and then we should be able to see it here under CML A division, which we are looking at today. CML A division. So here we're just waiting for something to come live, and then we'll be watching the game. Oh, Ayo, I see the chat now there. Slap Chippies and Alwyn, Viljoen en Slap Chippies. Tweede comment van Slap Chippies. Ek het Slap Chippies 2 keer gesê. Kom ek skuif hierdie ding net so 'n bietjie oor hierdie kant toe om die chat net hier te hê. Daar sê. En nou het ons die chat lekker naby. En ons gaan met die chat engage. Almal excited? Viljoen, Alwyn, wie is dit? Speel julle nie? Is julle maar net spectators? Vriende wat speel? Oh, keep this English. And, my Afrikaans is coming through strong. But we'll keep it English. Alright, so still waiting here. Lobby is made. Just waiting on the lobby to come alive. Oh, everyone's playing, that's fantastic. So is this lobby created in the European region or the South African region? I'm not so sure. This is the first time casting these games, and I believe it would be South African. I would be silly to play it on the Europeans if everyone is South African. And there we go. That is the match. I can unfortunately not join as it is locked, but I will be watching through the watch tab, as the official stream has already been shared on the social. So anyone that wants to watch it, be sure to head over to the official stream to watch it live. And here we go. I think the Dota delay on Dota TV for spectating a game is about 7 minutes. Let me just Google to fact check that. 5 minute delay from Dota TV. So we got a 5 minute delay for the game. And is that actually longer than a ward, actually? Let's do some trivia here. Updates. I actually never know how to find it, but observer awards 6 minutes. I only have a 5 minute delay, and it's a 6 minute thing. Oh no, it's a 15 minute delay with stream delay as well. So no ward sniping, guys. I'm gonna block the map. No ward sniping. Yeah, good luck to team Royal Elite, and good luck to Team Fallen Order for this game. We are going to have a great match. Hopefully the drafting goes well. We've got the offlaners ready, the safe laners ready, the mid laners ready, and the supports are ready to commence in combat. Believe the lobby is still going, and it is currently in the all pick stage here. When everybody's ready on that side, then we'll start the game. I'm quickly gonna go make myself a coffee, and when I come back, we'll be probably ready for the game, drafting, and then we'll see what insights our drafting captains have for us in this game. The counter picks, excited to see everything happening. Inside game information tells us that an all pick has accidentally been started, so they have to remake the lobby, and then they'll get on to the captain's mode drafting phase.
seconds. 5 seconds.
And here we have the Euros being picked in rapid succession. Actually don't know exactly why this is happening. But we've got the game started and we have Zeus, Jakiro, Necrophos, Rubik and Lion versus Swen, Drow Ranger, Queen of Pain, Naga Siren support, I believe, and a Juggernaut. Quite an interesting... Oh, never mind. This one was the this one was the remake. I was like, that was so weird. Okay, here we go. We've got the new one going, new one running. Let me just double check this one. No, I was alright. We got one scheduled for 2 a.m. I guess that's the cancelled one. And then the 8:28 a.m. I don't know what region this is supposed to be, but let's see if this is the match that we're going to be watching. Logging in here. And I believe this will be the right one. When you're stuck on a loading screen like this on Dota TV, what happens is it's loading, but it's kind of doing your delay first. So the game is online. However, the 5 minutes need to pass before you can actually watch the game. And this is why we're sitting on a Broodmother loading screen. It could have been a random any other one, but we got this scary Black Widow mama looking at us here with the little spiderlings. And yeah, we'll be into the game shortly. All right, countdown with me. We got 18, never mind, 0-0. And fantastic, here we are, Royal Elite Fallen Order. We've got Kuni, Divine, Rostatian, Korean Boy 035 versus Red Sora, Mischief, Element Eternity, and Gladius P21. The bans coming out quickly. A Lone Druid ban and a Lycan ban. This is because Royal Elite have played the Lone Druid, and it's been quite powerful. Their biggest stomps have been with this hero in this tournament, if I have it correctly. And we got the Witch Doctor ban and the Phoenix ban. I know a specific player on Royal Elite that cannot handle those two heroes. And me, I'm one of them. Not playing in the Royal Elite team, but I can't handle this Witch Doctor. Maledict is just too strong. Alright, we are going into reserve time with the ban here. And there was an immediate ban response there on the Vengeful Spirit. What will be the opening hero? Oh, Pudge is going through into the match. Usually being banned out for it having such strong power these days. And in response, the Jakiro is picked. It's a very safe option here. Very versatile support hero. However, if the game is going badly, this hero does struggle a little bit playing from behind. Bans here are pretty open. We've got 2 bans from Radiant and 1 ban from Dire left. And they are taking out the Lina, a big physical damage dealer against the Pudge. A great ban. The Pudge is looking kind of strong here. However, a few physical damage carries can make short work of the Pudge, including a Troll Warlord and other heavy hitters, physical damage heavy hitters. Let's see who the Royal Elite are banning here. Mirana is taken out of the pool. What is the response pick from Fallen Order? Are they going to go in for a core, or are they going to pick the second support? I do expect Royal Elite Pudge to be a position 3 core. Let's see what we got here. Axe is banned, which is strange. I reckon that Fallen Order might suspect Royal Elite to play that Pudge middle, and we got a Rubik here that is actually very good versus the Pudge if the Pudge allows the Rubik to steal a hook, because if there's a better hooker than the Pudge, that's a Rubik. Added cast range, added spell amplification, all of these things add up with the hook. And a good counter pick here from Fallen Order. Just whether the Rubik is a mid or a support pause 4 is the question. We'll see how they play. I'm not so familiar with everyone's playstyles. And we got the Clockwork. We got 2 hookers on the team of Royal Elite, Pudge, and Clockwork right there. Clockwork, obviously very annoying hero to play against, with the Battery Assault being an absolute killer for any channeling heroes, which there are none on Fallen Order, but just a disruptor in the fight. So we got that pause 4, Clockwork. I reckon it's a pause 4. Yes, Shadow Shaman. That does solidify that the Pudge might be the pause 3 Pudge. So it's going in the offlane, in the hands of Divine. I don't know everyone else's roles, but we'll soon see it. What is the response to the Shadow Shaman pick? Rubik is having a good game here with the Shadow Shaman and Pudge. However, if the Clockwork gets on him, he'll need to position very well this game if he wants to mean anything. Going into reserve time to make this pick. I wonder what they're going to follow up with. This is the 2 supports on Fallen Order, or the mid Rubik. However, they would need to pick a strong core because there's still 2 bans left before the last picking phase. So let's see what we got here. We got the Razor and a quick follow-up on the Meepo. All right, that's a spicy pick right there from Fallen Order. Meepo in the game. I haven't seen a Meepo in quite a while. I actually don't know how strong the hero is at the moment.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Will it be an AoE hero? And it is a Medusa safe lane. One of the strongest late game safe laners. And there is quite a lot of space creation here. Royal Elite's lineup does look pretty safe on the late game. However, Dusa is a sitting duck if they don't manage to make any space. Razor being chain linked. Meepo is not such a hard counter to Dusa because of the snake. And we got only a few CCs that can really stop the Dusa. However, Dusa is pretty slow. We got the Shadow Fiend ban here in the ban. And let's see who is getting banned next from Fallen Order.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Viper is out of the pool. Probably another carrier that can beat out the Meepo, a mid-hero that can beat out the Meepo. We see the mid-heroes are being banned here. Shadow Fiend also very strong against the Meepo. And we got an Animage ban for Medusa. That is a fantastic ban to do because Medusa is really difficult to play against that mana burn of the Anti-Mage. Who will be the final ban? Probably some Diffusal core or mana draining core. Could be a Troll Warlord, could be any natural Diffusal build carriers. Troll Warlord. I had a few others in mind that are escaping me right now. Because Mana Drain just does so much against Medusa. Lion is still in the pool, but unfortunately Fallen Order have picked their supports, it seems. And with all the disruption of the Clockwork and Pudge and Shadow Shaman, I don't know whether a Lion would ever be able to get the mana drain off because they have a few debuff piercing debuff immunity piercing abilities here with the Pudge Hook, Pudge Dismember, Clockwork Hook, and also Medusa Stone Gaze. So this is very important to note.
Radiant must choose.
Lifestealer being banned. I guess the Lifestealer ban is in response of the Pudge. However, we see the Razor probably going offlane Meepo. Is this a safe lane? Is this even a safe lane pick for Fallen Order? I don't know, but the mid hero is coming out for Royal Elite. Let's see what their comfort pick is here, or if they're gonna pick a counter for the Meepo. Earthshaker is still in the pool,
5 seconds.
and Earthshaker mid has been conventionally done in the pubs. So let's see what happens in this game. Anything can work in Dota, as Big Daddy No Tail used to say. Time is ticking. We're at 50 seconds left, and here we go. Drow Ranger is picked. Okay, so this might be a Dusa mid and a Drow safe lane, or Drow safe, Drow mid and Dusa safe. It depends on who they value as being more farm intensive here. We'll see what the county is here from Fallen Order. They need some jump. They have no jump with, except for the Meepo.
5 seconds remain.
Either jump or CC if they want to take this game. I think draft analysis wise already though, I am in favor of Royal Elite. They've got a very well-rounded draft, easy to execute. Yeah, I can see this happening for Royal Elite. Let's see what Fallen Order has to say in response to this Drow Ranger pickup. Of course, for those that don't know, Drow Ranger suffers against heroes that want to be up close and personal, because she loses her ultimate ability, passive damage, and that is where she really shines. So you got to get up close, and Meepo does that. However, I do feel like they have enough Meepo counters, and we have the Phantom Lancer, as expected. A Diffusal Blade carrier. I did not think they would go greedy with the Phantom Lancer. And Convergence is pretty good here. And we got Divine on the Pudge as expected, Rastatian on the Clockwork, Slub Chippies on the Shadow Shaman, their support, Limit on the Medusa, and Usmeester on the Drow Ranger. We have Gladius on Jakiro, Element Eternity on that Rubik, Mischief on that Razor, and Red on that Phantom Lancer. The only one not picking yet is Sora on that Meepo. I believe the Meepo would be in the mid lane, unless they run it in the off lane. But that is Sora with the Meepo. Pack Rat. I think the picking there was just determining what facet to take for this game. So excited to get in this game. And let's see who's going to take this best out of one. Royal Elite or Fallen Order. Let's see. As soon as this game loads in. Excuse my my voice as well. I've been having cats of a friend over, and the cats are actually causing an allergic reaction in my body. So I need to really take a deep breath at some point. So maybe these fights get hectic, and I need to talk really fast. And if my breath runs out, I do apologize in advance. All right, there we're loading in. Royal Elite versus... Oh, the voice line's already coming out. The Fallen Order chaps over here. It's a veteran Rubik player. So let's see, a smoke coming out here. A smoke coming out here from Royal Elite. Rastatian leading the charge there. With no ability skewed, gonna see what he's gonna need. We have Slab Chippies chasing as well. And they are actually heading to opposite sides of the map here. We see Fallen Order heading to the bot side. But we see a cut through here probably. There is going to be some first blood contest here. A nice sentry right there to stop the Meepo from farming that camp. Fantastic move. Hope they keep it up. And here they are holding this high ground. Whereas we have the other team down here running towards the Radiant jungle, safe lane jungle.
30 seconds and counting.
We have our dear friend Rubik running over here. Probably going to place a deep ward on this high ground. Probably going to look for some courier snipes later, but he's going to be running through here. There we go. And we see a smoke actually coming out from Fallen Order. However, both these smokes from both these teams will be missing unless the Pudge hits over the side, but it is also too late. So that's 2 bounties going to each, and that's the laning stage begins with no blood spilled today. We got 2 nice observer wards right there, each one checking a ruin spot. Alright, so we do have the offlane Razor with the position 4 Rubik. Inside the mid lane, we do have that Meepo, which the camp was blocked for, and we have the mid Medusa, and the Drow is in the safe lane. Up top, we have the Jakiro, slow moving hero, and we have the Phantom Lancer, which would certainly want to rush that Diffusal. Diffusal is actually really good this game. That's one weakness of the Royal Elite lineup, is that the Diffusal Blade can actually cause quite a lot of havoc. We have small mana pool heroes here, and Medusa is suffering the most from this situation here, but the lane's going pretty simply here, and Slap Chippies and Rubik duking it out here in the jungle. Ruin is pinged by the Rubik. Rubik will probably fly out some sentries at some point. In the mid lane, we have the Meepo and the Medusa going for last hits. How's the last hits looking? We have Dusa at the top, the Pudge second, and it seems... oh, never mind, this was wrong. Meepo outlasting Medusa at this stage of the game, which is going to happen due to Meepo being a melee hero with 57 base attack. Actually, Dusa's base attack is higher than the Meepo. However, with that Quelling Blade, the Meepo does outlast it, outdamage the creeps. Up here we've got the harass going on the Pudge, and not much is happening in this early game. No movements, nothing's happening. Shadow Shaman defending his ward with his life. He's like, come over here, buddy. Taunting each other here. He knows the sentry is on the Rubik, and Rubik wants to deward that. So we've got the Drow here, and I do think the Rubik will be stopped from this. However, he has to be careful to not overstep his welcome here. Razor being ready to just rotate into that jungle position there. We got 2 Meepos in the mid lane already. Level 3. Get that Meepo. However, this camp is blocked, so the Meepo cannot farm it. And there's no D-ward coming out. He needs to address the situation as soon as possible if he wants to pull ahead in this lane even further. He is currently ahead in the last hits. Net worth looking good. Second net worth here, the Pudge, also amazing base attack. And he got that on just the edge there with the Rot. We gotta get a few pulls off in this lane. However, the camp was blocked previously. Over here in the safe lane, the 2 safe laners doing similarly on last hits. And let's see what the net worth is here for our game thus far. Yeah, Meepo pulling ahead. Dusa short, like slightly behind only, which is fantastic. We got the Meepo rotating already to the bot lane. I believe that they want to be setting up for a kill, or was that just a... that was just a bounty rune scout? Never mind, we got the situation here in the jungle. We got Slapchip is at the top, and that is going to be first blood. Slapchip is TPing out, but it will be too late. And Mischief gets that kill with the Plasma Field. The TP coming out a little late. Maybe if he decided a little earlier, he could have gone for it. That Cluster Cluck being activated as soon as he died. But with that additional Meepo roaming and also staying in the mid lane, it was a fairly simple execution there. It's a 3 versus 1, and the Drow can't really help at this stage of the game. The Razor doing very well on last hits as well. This seems like a very even match here. We see that Meepo is rotating to the top lane as well again. So it seems like they want to make a move on this Pudge. Let's see if they actually manage to. I don't think they have enough damage for the Pudge. Let's see what happens. And the Pudge actually goes down. They do have enough damage for the Pudge. The Phantom Lancer taking a few hits to the face there. But this Meepo player being absolutely active. And that's 3 top cores on the Fallen Order side, being on top of the net worth. Naga is using, Medusa is using this opportunity to push the mid lane tower. However, this is to be expected as the draft is a little bit more late game oriented in the favor of Royal Elites, in my opinion. I feel the Meepo will fall off and later in this game. However, currently his rotations have been pretty good, but a few safe wards, maybe here, would prevent this Meepo from rotating. But Meepo has a good solid lane here, and that blocked camp actually is slowing down the Meepo quite slightly, and the Medusa is tied up with the Meepo's farm. And Medusa is having a fantastic lane here. Drow is suffering a little bit against this lane, playing it super safe. Shadow Shaman not really being able to bully out heroes like he's used to with his high attack damage. We got the 2 bracers on Pudge ready. Clockwork also ready here. They're playing this pretty passively. I believe if they do catch the Jakiro, they could make short work of him. In the mid lane, there we go. Those snakes are going to be a big problem to this Meepo player. We have the Rubik rotating to the mid lane, leaving the Razor alone, and it seems like Slapchappies wants to go on it. He is slowed, and unfortunately that Plasma Field was enough to get the Shadow Shaman's movement speed a little bit lower there. You see that Dusa doesn't really care for the poof. Oh, top lane, we did not see that, but Divine getting the kill on Gladius the Jakiro. Being chased down here. Will he make it? No, he will not make it. He'll run away. Phantom Lancer doing a good job here. Also very good on the last hit department here. Pudge falling a little bit behind. And it is time for the runes to spawn. We see Shadow Shaman here. Who's going to take it? There is a combat here, and it's going to be... Oh, just a little short. And Shadow Shaman tries that attempt there, but unfortunately the rotation of the Razor, he couldn't do it. However, this does leave the Drow a little bit to get a little bit of recovery farm. Just being uncontested in this lane, getting the last hits. He is level 6 now, and this becomes a little bit of a power spike for this Drow. If they can find the heroes, here we go, and Doppelganger, a very good counter for the Clockwork. Clockwork's still going for it, but a TP is coming in from the Rubik. If Rubik gets that range off for that Fade Bolt, he is in fact dead. Pudge returning a favor here, and it's going to probably be a kill there. Not worth it. Is he going to get the second one? It is going to be the second one. Oh no, the Ice Path coming through. Is the Pudge fast enough? He is fast enough, and that's a double kill. Is he going to try for the kill on Jakiro? And the Shadow Shaman TP's in. This might be a kill, however, the Pudge is backing away, just being mindful of the Meepo rotating in here. Meepo is looking, but it seems like his search here will be in vain. We got a cat on my lap. Just 1 second to sort that out. That was a fantastic turn of events. 2 kills going to the Pudge, losing only the Clockwork. A great rotation there from the Shadow Shaman, leaving the Drow alone. TPs are ready for the Drow. And Sora did remove that ward from the Radiant high ground, the Dire high ground there for the Radiant. Alright. We got the Pudge here. Last hitting, almost level 6. A lot of XP been shared here. Clockwork has not been rotating, but rather securing the lane. And we got the Dusa heading into the jungle. Mana Boots is secured almost halfway there for the Maelstrom. And Dusa is pulling ahead in the net worth department. Drow Ranger absolutely having a very free game now, as well as the Razor. Both of them actually just chilling. And here we go, pull through, blocking some XP towards this Drow. What will Drow do in response? If he steps out here, Razor will get the kill. Luckily he has the ward here, so he'll play it safe. We got the Pudge here, almost level 6. That's a dangerous time here for the PL. But that Doppelgang is a easy escape tool. Oh, we got the level 6 for the Pudge. Let's see if something happens here. Oh, the Meepo is coming in. We got the Clockwork Power Cogs, which is a fantastic counter for the Meepo in a sense. Fantastic counter for the Meepo, but really bad against the Phantom Lancer because these illusions will just proc them all and they can't be used on real warriors. Drow Ranger here, farming, got a few last hits there stolen by the Rubik with that high ground ward there on the portal. The outpost gateway, the twin gate. That farm really accelerating from the Medusa. But if we look at the the graph here, it's still very early into the game, but the Dire are pulling ahead in net worth, even if it's just a slight advantage of 1,000 gold. The bottom tier tower is secured here, obviously with the Jakiro rotating there with the liquid fire. That's one tower gone for Royal Elite. They are looking for the Drow. Is the Drow safe here? Is he going to farm a little bit too far? Or is he going to use his spidey senses to detect what's happening here? Alright, seems like he is going to play it safe as he sees the 3 positioning here. And in return, the top tower will be taken with, as there is no rotation to the top lane. So 3-3, literally mirroring the map. Both cores farming in the jungle areas. However, this Drow is getting starved for gold because it seems like they're sacking him a little bit. Focusing more on the offlane here, and we see a smoke coming through. It's like they know where the Meepo must be farming. They got it pinged here, and that is absolutely a dead Meepo right there. Will he get a kill in return? It seems like he won't. Oh, Shadow Shaman getting out here with just a slither of HP. If he steps back to the plasma field, he has the invisibility rune, but the link is up. Oh, great save there from the Clockwork, sacrificing his life for his DOTA, breaking the link there by pushing the Razorback with the power cogs. Fantastic moves coming out here, but it is a position 2 mid laner down for a position 4 Clockwork. So a net win there for Royal Elite. However, with this Eye of the Storm, Jakiro and Rubik in the mid lane, they look like they're going to contest this, and what a hook there, breaking the chain and the dismember, enough to get rid of that Razor. And we see here the Meepo coming in, and that Clockwork does not stand a chance. Oh, there we go, ticking out from the last fire there from the Jakiro, and the Pudge going in, and it's a kill for the Pudge on the Divine. Killing spree. They got the Meepo out there as well. A little bit too deep, throwing away some of the advantage, but maybe they feel the the clock ticking, as they know that this Drow is absolutely being left alone now from all the pressure that was going on the mid tower, and the mid tower is still here as they dart past the tier 2. We got the fight recap here, and damage done. See, that DOTA is not someone to be to write off in this early game with that Mystic Snake. That Mystic Snake absolutely tearing them to shreds. The Pudge also doing quite a lot of damage, and the Meepo, the only one doing damage there, as the Razor was just pushing a little bit too far. We got a very quick blink here on the Pudge. Blink dagger is up. He can just get into fights here. Doing pretty well considering he's 3rd of the net worth and the Razor being 1st. We see the safe lane position. The safe laners are being sacked here a little bit. Left to the jungle. But also finding farm is not as easy as it seems. We got a key item timing here for Phantom Lancer coming up. We have the Aghanim Scepter coming up. Drow Ranger and the rest of the team here. Razor in no trouble as he has that haste rune running. Haste rune will be running out soon. And now we're all back to farming. Just prodding and poking here and there. Just to see who's gonna bite. Pudge waiting in the bush here. Smoke coming out that is not under dire vision. And they are heading down to the bot lane. Probably expecting someone to be farming this area. However, this Phantom Lancer is in a very safe position. If he takes his Twin Gate to go farm the top, he will absolutely avoid this gank completely. But that does not seem to be the case here. Phantom Lancer farming one more small camp here, and the Clockwork, as predicted, is going to run into him. Will he use the Doppelganger instantaneously? There we go. And the Pudge is behind him. Oh, getting baited by the illusion control here. But the Phantom Lancer absolutely surrounded here by 4 Euros. His team is making their way across here, but he will not survive this. Will they go for it? Meepo running headstrong. Oh, the Drow was caught there in the middle. We got the Drow completely out of there, but a hook. Never mind, the Razor was there to snatch it. Okay, and we have the DOTA and the Clockwork re-engaging on the Meepo, taking out that Meepo completely. We have Slapchip is here, shackling for the last bits of his life, cluster clucking. Is he gonna make it? No, but the Razor is gonna die. Double kill for the Razor. It's 4 for 2 trade here in favor of Royal Elite. Just a little bit stronger here. Kudos on the Medusa rotating in so quickly. That Stone Gaze absolutely shredding that Meepo to bits. Pudge going down, unfortunate. All the pos 1s are dead. Just short of an item timing. But that was a very good smoke there from Royal Elite. Heading towards their side of the jungle in the safe lane. We got Usmiester here farming again. The Drow Ranger Pudge pushing this tower without any fear. Might be a little bit cocky, but no one is rotating here. So this tower might be falling. You see the Pudge baiting out the hooks there. Alright, got the Pudge here. It seems to be a standoff. 4 versus 2. And the hook does miss on the Razor. Seems that they will be defending this tower for now. Mid lane tower being attacked here by the creeps. Left alone. DOTA going top. Meepo trying to get some return farm. That Diffusal Blade is out on the Meepo. I do feel it's a little bit of a mistake not rushing that Diffusal Blade on the Phantom Lancer. Though the Aghanim Scepter does allow him to farm and contribute to team fights much better, but he needs that Diffusal Blade up for this team to really start making their way back into this game. It's only 1,000 net worth, but it does feel a lot more for Royal Elite. Drow Ranger getting that 4-staff just to get him out of position, out of bad positions there if he's caught by the net or any roots from Team Fallen Order. Seems like we're making a standoff here again on the bottom side of the map. The Phantom Lancer and Medusa left in the top half of the map to farm. Let's see what happens here. The Meepo pressuring. The Meepo slowly pressuring, but the Pudge, etc. know what's happening. And the Clockwork Rocket Flare will deter Team Fallen Order for the time being. Apologies, folks. There's a cat on my desk. Psst, psst, psst. Alright, we got a drawing out here from Rubik saying that the entire Radiant team is sitting in this jungle area, which they're correct in. However, this DOTA is accelerating her farm and heading out the top network 2k ahead of the next core. Drow Ranger obviously suffering a little bit here with the comeback farm. However, she's on par with the Phantom Lancer. We got the Drow here. Seems like everyone is farming. Just farming in this game. But what has to happen for either team to win? Well, objectives need to be pushed. So let's see who's going to push the first objectives and when they feel comfortable doing so. Seems that Royal Elite are gathering around the Tormentor for when it spawns in 15 seconds. And the Meepo is also heading there. I believe the Meepo would be able to solo this Tormentor without his team coming here. Another advantage of having the Meepo. But we see the entire team of the Radiant side are at the Tormentor, getting it immediately. We see Meepo here waiting. And there is a smoke. Smoke at the bad time. In a sense that it's 20 minutes in, and if a team really wants to focus that Tormentor, they do. So a gank would be good on the Tormentor side. However, they are heading towards the top jungle here between the two towers that are still alive here for Radiant. And the smoke is popped, vision is given there because it is daytime and they need to head out. Got a little bit too close to that tower. If you step a little close to the tower, your smoke also wears off. That was a little too close from the Rubik side. And everyone will just continue farming again. The Pudge very close to that Aghanim Scepter, one item away. Drow Ranger looking at her items here. There she's going a Yasha. Medusa has that Aghanim Scepter already up. That Aghanim Scepter doing the Mystic Snake Stone duration. This is a fantastic counter against the Meepo, and Meepo taking out the Tormentor alone like anticipated. And we see that Tormentor shard going to the Jakiro. I'm sure Jakiro will enjoy the shard as it gives him max health damage on his liquid fire. So that'll be very strong against the Pudge over time during fights. If the Pudge does not go any magic resistance, which I think would be a mistake. However, there's a lot of mana drain on this team, and the Pudge's mana is going to run out very soon in the fight. And he's only got the rot, so he's only a meat bag with some rot, and that Jakiro shard is going to help a lot. We see the Meepo here running around. He has a Diffusal and the Aghanim Scepter, which gives him that Mega Meepo ability that is absolutely a lifesaver if managed correctly. He becomes so difficult to kill. However, let's see what Team Radiant can do. Pudge is having a standoff here with 3 Dyers, but he does not know this. Let's see what happens. There hasn't been a kill in about 7 minutes, and this top tier 1 is in danger. We see the Pudge hooking there, but landing on a creep, trying to get that little corridor there between the creeps to get that Razor hooked. Are they just gonna leave this? This is a 5-man at the top lane, and the snakes are dropped without the proper initiation. The snakes will only deter the creep wave. It seems to be doing its job though, as the snakes are stopping them from going towards the tower. There is a smoke popped and there was no vision here. The Pudge heading in. Will he get a hook? Is he waiting a little bit? There we go. Clockwork first. Oh, it's a smoke and smoke action here on the high ground. Jakiro's smoke broken on the high ground. The Clockwork standing. Okay, the Diffusal Blade plus the net. Oh, Razor BKB popped, and that will be a dead Clockwork, and the Razor is dead. Divine on a mega kill streak. There we go. The Drow Ranger absolutely being allowed to wail into that Euro there. Pudge going in. Mega Meepo activated. He's going to save himself. The Pudge is still here and gets a hook on the Rubik there. Rubik dead. Mega Meepo being brave, but is too brave. Oh no, he's borrowed. Mega Meepo coming back out. Here we go. The Divine, the Pudge. The Mega Meepo is standing. His being brave is actually causing a win in this fight. And it's going to be only the Dusa and the Drow alive. Drow being killed there. Everyone running away from the Dusa. Those Diffusals are heading out. It's a good team fight. And that Phantom Lancer is not gonna make it. The Dusa is 0 mana. However, gets the double kill there. And the Meepo is going to finish off this Dusa. Is it gonna happen? And the dig is there. This fight has gone on so long that the Razor has respawned and is back in the fight. That Mega Meepo is absolutely something to be scared of. He's got the dig. He's got the Aghanim Scepter. He's got that insane survivability. And the Phantom Lancer coming in later through that fight. Losing their top one in net worth is quite a big hit there. But 20,000 damage done with the Radiant team here. And the Meepo just tanked all of that, as we can see on this graph here. Gold gain about 1,500 for Fallen Order, but the gold advantage is still slightly in favor of Royal Elite. This is quite a difficult game for either team to win. If the game goes too late, the Meepo might have trouble against the Medusa. However, this Meepo player seems to know what he's doing. We got the farming back on the game. Everybody being sure that they need to farm a little bit more. We got the Drow here, level 15. Whereas the Meepo being able to farm different parts of the jungle, being level 19. Far out leveling his opponents. Medusa level 20, doing very well for herself here, but she needs to be able to stand against this Meepo, and she's going for a butterfly, giving that evasion, and Meepo and PL are both heroes that don't want to go Monkey King Bar, so this is very good pickup from the Medusa, as the magic damage will not really impact her too much. There we go with a Hex. Got some people slowed there, rooted there. 5 people bot lane. If the Pudge gets a good hook, he might even the odds here. The Razor absolutely not surviving these fights. Even with the BKB pop, the Pudge is absolutely doing a lot of damage here. And they will defend this tower. And the hook comes out and he grabs the Jakiro. Jakiro 4 stops away. The Stone Gaze is activated and the Jakiro will fall. Will they re-engage on this with the Stone Gaze being offline? Yes, and will the... He is out, and that will be a complete lockdown on the Meepo, being killed here. Okay, and the Pudge Aghanim Scepter is tearing the Phantom Lancer to shreds here. Too much magical damage, and we see that initiation there was quite a good one. The hook slightly missing there, and TPing out here on the Razor. No vision for Radiant here, and they are going to march down the lane and push this. We got the Drow, everybody surviving in this fight. The only one dying being the Clockwork on the left side of that tower there at the top side. Dying here. If we look at the fight recap, we have 2,500 gold exchanged here and 1,000 gold lead here. The game is still pretty close for a 27-minute game. No one's pulling ahead too much. And the Radiant middle tower is fallen and the top tower is under attack here. A sneaky force staff there on the melee creep to get that backdoor protection offline. The Jakiro here, they are looking to defend this. Everyone TPing in. Meepo spawning in 6 seconds. Alrighty, there is a ward there. The shackles are on the Razor. Razor BKBing, but he is being dismembered and the Drow is wailing into him. He gets the leash on the Drow, but that's not enough. Oh, the Meepo coming in the back line there. Drow Ranger being killed, but the Stone Gaze trying to stone the Meepo here, but the Meepo does turn around just in time. We got 2 heroes running away here from the Meepo. Oh, and the hook was a good one, but the creeps were in the way. We got the net coming out here. Oh, and the Meepo is getting hurt now, but without enough lockdown. I don't know if they'll be able to kill him. The Phantom Lancer is running away here with the Pudge on pursuit. He has enough mana for a hook. And that mana is being depleted and the hook misses just slightly. The Meepo actually killing the Medusa here in the back line. Medusa struggling against this Mega Meepo. Medusa being really strong against many Meepo. But it seems that one Mega Meepo is the counter here. Because Medusa really wants many heroes to jump that snake off of. However, we can see that that is not the case here. So the team fight actually going the way of Fallen Order here. Coming back into this game. A 3,000 gold gain there. 2,500 gold swing. Damage dealt. You can see the damage dealt here by the team is much higher. But it is very important for Team Royal Elite to keep this Drow Ranger alive. If the Drow Ranger can survive a fight, then he can do enough damage to kill this guy. We see there on the Razor. This Razor is just not having a good time. But they are double stacking their stuns here. Will they be able to turn it on the Pudge? The Pudge standing pretty tanky. Missing the hook there. Oh, and this is a little... They bit off a little bit more than they could chew. The team of Fallen Order rotating very well to save their core Razor. If the stuns were not overlapped so much, I believe that the Razor would be dead in the situation. However, the rotation would have still resulted in the death of this Pudge and in the death of this Shadow Shaman. We got the Clockwork here and double damaged Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is heading in for a very difficult game. However, when he gets that Heart of the Rask, it's going to become so difficult for the Drow. Drow almost at that Aghanim Scepter, which will give him the Hypothermia Frost Arrow stacks, which will cause more AoE damage. So the AoE damage on the team from the cores are really good. However, there seems to be an issue with the Mega Meepo. Drow just has to position in a safe way where she does not get caught. Here we go, Shadow Shaman, very aggressive here, running up the high ground here, but Rubik is going to practice caution, seeing that Pudge coming out of fog. We see the Medusa running on the bottom lane, level 22. That level 25 is what she's looking for. A hook on the Rubik. Oh, and the Meepo is being focused on by the Drow. Is he going to get the Mega Meepo off? No, he's stoned. Is he going to get it? He got the Mega Meepo off. That is going to save his life. However, this is going to result in a lot of damage onto Medusa. This Mega Meepo is timing out, only halfway though. They need to get on this Medusa to help her. We see on the backline Divine killing the Razor. And we got this Medusa here fighting against them. And we got this Mega Meepo actually dying there when the Mega Meepo expired. He was not watching the Mega Meepo expire there, and the Snake absolutely destroying that Mega Meepo. We see that Dusa is still chasing, but I believe that the Phantom Lancer will run a little bit too fast. This Phantom Lancer needs a little bit more sustain. He's going that Heart of Tarask, but he needs it for the next fight, so else he can't survive. The Dusa just kills him. Doesn't matter where he's standing in the fight. There's just too much AoE damage with this Pudge, Medusa, and now, yes, now when the courier spawns, the Hypothermia stacks. This PL has a very difficult game ahead of him. The Jakira did a very good job there, supporting his team from the backline without dying, and the Tormentor going to the Drow Ranger, getting that Glacier. That is going to be absolutely a great thing there for this Drow to really stand behind, get his positioning good. If his positioning is good, the Meepo can't catch him. We saw what happened there. Meepo didn't catch the Drow, and the Drow could come in after the fight. I believe Razor cut in here at the top right and head in for the backline. But the Pudge was there to end his life with the Dismember. Pudge here sitting on 13 stacks of Fleshy, giving him an additional 22 strength. That is almost equal to a Reaver of strength amount. However, his damage does fall off a little bit later during the game, except that this member is now strength based. We're all back to farming, and let's see what happens here. We got the peeps running in here, farming. Dusa still top of the net worth, but very close to that Meepo. The Meepo is catching up with the net worth advantage here. Let's see, as the teams are pretty even. I mean, it is only a 7% gold lead, so that's about 5,000 gold. That's very little. 6k gold lead is very little in the 33 mark of this game. But Fallen Order ahead, losing that team fight. Will they contest the Pudge here? Pudge blinking out preemptively. We got the Clockwork here, and this is 3 heroes running in the... Is this Clockwork in danger? There is a ward detecting things here, but they are running away. Just that daylight vision being just far enough for them. Let's see if they get a D-ward on this ward spot. Nope, running straight through it. They're running under vision here. Fallen Order knowing exactly what's going on. Dusa TPing to defend that middle tower. Almost level 25. We can get that split shot. Uses modifiers. He's going for that Scotty. That Scotty will help a lot with the health reduction on these heroes. So the Scotty will come out the same time. Oh no, never mind. The Heart of Tarask being farmed here by Phantom Lancer. So Phantom Lancer has some sustain in the fights now. However, let's see if that Heart of Tarask makes the difference here in the fight. I reckon it will. Heart of Tarask ready. Team ready. Let's see what happens. We see the smoke coming here at the bot lane. However, there's a scan here. And they will find no one. The Meepo in the top jungle. Will Royal Elite run towards the side? Let's see what happens. We got a smoke running up here. And oh, it's going to be a smoke on smoke action. It seems that Royal Elite is heading towards the Roshan pit. This might be to their demise, because Roshan is running in here as timed by them as it's nighttime. A ward being placed here. It's going to break. Let's see what happens in this fight. Are they going to take it? The Razor running ahead forward. Oh, and the bait from the Phantom Lancer illusion. A fantastic bait there. Medusa running in the front, getting the Phantom Lancer. Link going off here. Link broken. BKB popped on Razor. That's going to be really bad for the Razor this fight. We see two halves of this fight. Dusa tanking one half. Razor being on the other. Stone Gaze activated. And that is a hexed Meepo. But that's not going to be enough, as this Meepo is going to die from the Drow Ranger. Absolutely piling in damage onto that. But the Phantom Lancer with his heart is doing a fantastic job here, but he is alone. Will he get the Drow? He gets the Drow Ranger. Will he get the... yes, he will. And everybody's buybacks coming back into this fight is just a little too much. The Phantom Lancer coming through in this fight. Razor managing getting a link off. And that is a team wipe for only the Meepo. That is not a good fight here for Royal Elite. The Razor surviving longer than he should have. And the targeting on those Phantom Lancer illusions being very difficult. But that heart coming in clutch, giving him just enough sustainability to manage these fights. However, there is a counter on its way. As soon as the Dusa has that Scotty, he is going to be able to reduce that health regen quite significantly. And that will give them enough to kill the Phantom Lancer. The fight was a little disjointed here. If Dusa was a little bit behind his team, that would have gone a little bit better. And the Meepo also running in a little bit too aggressively there. The two mid laners on opposite ends of the fight dying. But in result, Fallen Order wins the team fight. We see that the Shadow Shaman hitting bot there with the 4-staff. 4-staff only. Getting that mechanism in his inventory. Got a TP to the mid lane. They're not going to push the envelope yet for the high ground. The high ground will be saved, but instead they're going to focus on the mid lane. And is the Pudge going to get a hook here? It seems that the hook is gotten here, but they backing. The Drow is wailing into them. That is going to be very good. However, that Mega Meepo is going to be pulled onto the main Meepo. So they need to lock down that main Meepo if they want to get the defense there. Look at this. It's so funny. All the Meepos balancing on top of each other. Oh, and the Razor is caught out here. Pops the BKB. Hook shot stolen here. Got the dismemberment. The Clockwork is dead. A little bit of dead weight. The Razor as well. Pudges as well. It's a little bit over their pay grade here. Oh, they got the Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is dead. This could be a good fight. Stone Gaze. Oh, the Drow Ranger coming through with this fight. And are they going to kill the Meepo for the second time? It looks like it. They get that stun up and he won't be able to get the Mega Meepo off. The Snake going out to the Razor, being slowed there. And that's going to be a rampage for the Drow Ranger. Absolutely pumping in the damage there from the backline. Not getting caught out in this fight. And making a great team fight even better. This Drow Ranger getting that rampage is a good turning point in this game. A 6,000 gold swing. And they are running down the mid lane. No buyback on Meepo, as Meepo bought back on the previous fight. This could be a high ground push. Let's see what they do on this team. That Scotty on the way, almost there. But without that Scotty, with full shackle on the Shadow Shaman on that Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer stood no chance. And here we got the right clickers pounding into the tower here. Cliff coming out. Will it save some time? I bet this is a Rex. If not more. Oh, 2 tiers. 2's still alive there in the bottom top lane. And that is a lane of Rex. They will be backing out from this. Actually, Drow Ranger feeling very brave. But it's only 2 alive, so they will be pushing on to this tier 2 here, being pinged out there by Team Radiant. We got the Pudge building a Crimson Guard here for the many attacks. Attacks by 1,000 cuts, where it's really good against the Phantom Lancer. And also the Meepo. However, the Mega Meepo has proved me a little wrong this game. Let's see what they do. Will they bait out the Meepo still? Oh, they are very, very in command and in control here. We see the Clockwork giving us some information here. The snakes being dropped. Very good snakes here. We'll get the tower. The Macropire dropped there to get the creep wave. Get rid of the creep wave. But that tower is going to fall. And the Meepo is up in 9 seconds. And that is Royal Elite's signal to leave. We've got a few couriers here. The Meepo courier is here with the disperser. And the Shadow Shaman actually finds it. He saw it coming here, TP's out, gets that courier with the disperser recipe on. However, I don't think, yes, the Eagle Song has not been bought by the Meepo. Clockwork getting some farm here with the Blade Mail Force stuff. Clockwork's impact in the fight's not really seen visibly, but I do believe those power cogs do cause a little bit of a disturbance in the fights. And it's tier 4 timing. 41 minutes into this game. We got the Havoc Hammer, extra strength for the Pudge, level 20. Here the Drow really pushing through with the damage there. With that Trickster's Cloak giving him even more survivability. I think this Drow is going to manage to carry this game through. Medusa obviously also nothing to write home, write off in this game. Alright, everybody is farming. The mid lane is empty. It's still anyone's game. 2k advantage for Fallen Order on the gold advantage. What does our Dota plus win probability say? It's been a pretty swinging game, but the win probability is leaning heavily into Radiant's favor. I bet it's the Medusa pick there. And that is 5 bounty runes picked up there for the Jakira. That's quite an injection of money there. 500 gold per person on a team. Here we go. Bounty spawned. Wisdom spawned, and they are going for the next Tormentor. We're going to get the Tormentor out of the way, and that's 280 gold per person. The Tormentor already down, probably spawning in the next few minutes. There's been only that one Roshan take, and Roshan is spawning in... I apologize, I actually don't remember how far this distance is. Is it 5 minutes? 3 minutes each? 3 minutes, 4 minutes each? I don't know, but it's going to spawn not too long from now. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, so this is probably like 1 minute 30 seconds? Not so sure. But Roshan is spawning in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Will they do a contest for the Roshan? I'm sure the team with the Roshan will feel more confident pushing that high ground. Farm being used here to get the Ayaskari up. Ayaskari up and online. What is our buyback status here for our game? Buyback status. Very few players have buyback. As we have only the Medusa and 3 other cores. 3 other players on team Fallen Order. We got the high ground position here for Royal Elite. Smoked up. Oh, and the Phantom Lancer is actually walking in here, but the blink in from Pudge being hit there by the Witchblade. I mean the Mindbreaker. Oh, what a hook is the Phantom Lancer. Oh, another hook is getting stealing out there. Dismember, and that is a missed Stone Gaze. A big fight, no one dying. A hook across a hook across a hook there from the Rubik. With that hook stolen, they might look at retaliating. Smoked up, 5 members. And that is a bait by the Drow Ranger. Okay, there's a link up on the Pudge. Full link by Razor. Razor popping BKB. Seems like he is absolutely doing 0 damage to this Pudge. In the backline though, we have the Medusa. Medusa staying there. Cluster clucked. Okay, 2-man ice path here, and the Razor going in, but Pudge going in as well. Pudge going lower on health here. Razor being killed here by the Medusa. And this member on the Mega Meepo, killing the Mega Meepo there. And we got the Jakiro dead. That's going to be a very easy high ground push. Oh, the hook barely misses that Phantom Lancer. Let's see what happens now here. In the mid lane is very close. Very good for the team here on Royal Elite side. They are going to push and force out those buybacks from the Meepo, Razor, and Jakiro. Buybacks coming in through. Are they afraid? They backing out. Yes, backing out here for the chance of the Meepo. Those buybacks really putting them behind now. 5k gold lead. First time gold swing here in favor of Royal Elite. What a game. Royal Elite for a long period of time here. Negative gold lead, but taking the team fights. It's been a hit or miss sometimes with the Meepo jumping in on the Drow Ranger, but Drow Ranger has been positioning very well. With all the interference being run here by the Clockwork and the Pudge, it's very difficult for this Meepo and Phantom Lancer to get on the backline. But that DOTA just proving why she is a late game tier strong hero carry that needs to be definitely checked. We got Vision here for the Radiant side, no, the Red Dire side, and it seems like they are going to make a standoff here on the top lane. It seems that Royal Elite wants to end this game right here, right now. Pudge standing here with the 2 cores here. Is he gonna back out? He is backing out in full vision. They see the team of Fallen Order here. Will Fallen Order push this lane? Are Royal Elite setting up an ambush? Let's see. Pudge really survivable in these team fights with that Eternal Shroud and Crimson Guard really tanking and absorbing a lot of damage. 10-6 here. But the Drow really coming through here. 10-4-9. Really making up for the early game space created for her. As we can see, they're gonna use the Medusa to just push ahead. The Roshan is here at the top lane, and it seems that everyone is actually converging on the Roshan spot. They are under vision here, so Dire team knows exactly what's going on. That Rocket also scouting out where the Dire team is, so both teams knowing that they're here, and the Rocket Flare stolen. So vision for both teams. This is quite a vision fest here. Everybody knows what's happening. We do have the Rocket Flare Grounds True Sight, so they know about the vision. Are they going to fall for that bait again? No, they're not. Medusa here, standing off. Both teams scared to initiate. Shadow Shaman does want to push this. He puts the sentry there. However, does not get the D ward. I reckon his attack range is a little too short and he doesn't want to risk it. Yeah, this fight is going to break out as Medusa is forcing this, but the Meepo is forcing down the mid lane while still being a threat here. This DOTA is caught here. Mana down to halfway. And Roshan slowly dying, and he actually kills the Razor there with the stones. Okay. Pudge swallows the DOTA, gets her out of there completely, but this middle tower is falling from the Meepo Rat. They need to make a decision here. They either go back to base or they don't. And the DOTA TP's back in. However, and that is a caught Meepo. He couldn't get his poof back. They're going to sneak in and get the Roshan. Let's see if they get this. And that is a sneak in there. And it's picked up a Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer getting that Roshan kill there. All for defending their middle tier 3. However, the Meepo does throw away his life, meaning he's dead for 100 seconds. This is their opportunity to push. Was it worth staying there for the Roshan? I don't believe so. Let's see if Medusa and Drow will be able to take this. Phantom Lancer with that Aegis double life. If he can hold out here for the Meepo to spawn. It is 80 seconds though, that's a lot. Medusa pushing the tower. We see the Frost Path here. And they're gonna lose another tower. They have Fortify up. But that Phantom Lancer has to go in. He is Scottied and he is just going to melt. And he was actually eaten by the Rubik and the throne is falling. And that seems to be game. And that's game. Royal Elite takes it. 11k gold lead and that is the throne and they will take it. Last hits and there we go. GG. What a hard-felt game. 50 minutes. Finally, Royal Elite take the game. And that'll be a victory for them in this best of 1. Thank you everyone for watching. The VOD will be up on the YouTube channel. And I will probably get to editing a quick highlight reel for everyone to watch on their own time. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good one and have a good night. Ciao.